Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Anything Wrestling Podcast. Thank you once again for joining us. We are back here today with another episode. We got another triple threat going. It is the Sean to Dan the Man.
Every time.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Commish. I will be the advocate of the podcast. Thank you once again for joining us on such a great day. And keep in mind, every day is Rusev Day.
Rusev.
Not today.
Today's episode brought to you by Plastic Flowers. When you don't want your flowers to die, make it plastic.
Also brought to you in part by Coca-Cola products. So many cans in front of me.
Just all of them. Just all of the Coke products.
Well,
So much opportunity for diabetes.
Well, speaking of plastic and cans, you can catch Total Divas only on the WWE Network for a non-negotiable but very reasonable price of only $9.99.
That was a good one. I like that.
$9.99.
It's not $10.
Not $1,000.
Not 1 million boob jobs.
Only
Nine.
One
nine,
boob job?
You just bought your own promo?
$9.99.
Right.
So,
Also brought to you in part by the eventual coming of the Instagram page of the Anything Wrestling Podcast. Anything_wrestling_podcast1 at Instagram. Please follow, like, subscribe, and you will eventually soon start seeing content. Again, it is underworks.
so wait, anything_wrestling_podcast was taken?
Apparently. I don't know who decided.
Who's copying us?
You motherfuckers. Alright, well, I'll explain this one.
Please.
Because I'm the one that devised all of these. So we're back. It's another game night.
Game night.
Game night.
Night.
So, maybe we should get a different nickname for it since WWE has their YouTube game night.
Fine.
too.
Game
But
evening.
I know you've used their graphic too. So game day. It's game day. Screw it. Game day.
We're taking something from the NFL.
Especially because we're filming in the morning still. So today we're jumping into Hell in a Cell. The way that this game is going to work is we each have two topics that we so basically we each wrote two, threw them into a hat, randomly drew, sort of redrew after somebody Commish didn't want to argue his own topic, but
It should only be fair.
I
I'm
thought it
just
was
saying.
plenty fair that you might get screwed with your own bullshit. So anyway, the point here is now we each have two topics in our hands, and they're supposed to be hard to sell booking decisions. So each of us will take a turn twice and try to pitch the other two on this idea and hope we can get them to buy it. Because it's Hell in a Cell with an S. So, it's a pun. They're all puns.
It took me a second to get it.
So,
You could say hell in a cell. You could say hell of a cell. So you're clear.
yeah.
I- Either
I
way.
think I lost a brain cell just trying to put it together what you meant.
Oh, so many
It's
cells.
probably a visual thing, which is why you should, I don't know, put it in the fucking comments. So,
It's always a visual thing.
I lost the rock, paper, scissors between the commission and I, so I have to start. So I'm just going to mix
Who goes
these
after
two
that?
up. We'll just go this way.
All right. Just because I feel.
So, Jesus, you okay?
No.
He really doesn't like.
All right, so I just randomly picked of my two, and so my first one, I'm not even going to announce. I'm just going to cue it up. All right, guys. So, I got a crazy idea.
Okay.
Tell me what you guys think, because we've waited for this for a long time. Long time. The Undertaker.
He's
Now
he's
I've
in.
got your interest. That's all it took. The Undertaker versus the Icon Sting.
Ooh.
But Sting goes over.
What event?
This is going to happen at WrestleMania.
I knew it. That would bug him too. Thank God he didn't get it. Oh, that was mine.
That part's not actually on the paper. But
I didn't
think
put
that'll
what
be more
event.
fun.
I just put that Sting goes over.
So we're gonna do.
He's the
Now,
one who's
now
making it.
hear me out.
Okay.
We've got the Undertaker. He's lost 2 matches at WrestleMania now. So I mean, does the streak really mean anything anymore?
To Sean, it means the world.
God, this is why we need a camera. All right, so you've got
Breathe.
So you've got to build up. Coming from we'll say Survivor Series. We'll say you have some sort of elimination match. Undertaker, Kane, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, some other people. I'm just borrowing the main event from Crown Jewel.
You mean, what did we end up calling it?
Best in
World Cup?
World
World
Cup.
Cup.
So you've got all these guys, and they're in an elimination match, and I mean it's kind of a throwback to the match with Ziggler, but Undertaker is about to just dominate the other team. It's down to shit.
It's 1 versus 4.
Yeah, but you got the Undertaker. He's not gonna lose. He debuted at Survivor Series. He's gonna fuck these guys up.
Okay.
So he eliminates 1, he eliminates 2, 3, comes down to Undertaker, Triple H. So Undertaker picks Triple H up, gets ready for the tombstone, and he is about to drop him. Lights go out. Everyone's like, what the fuck? What's going on? And then the crow noises cue up. Lights come back on. Sting is on the Undertaker's shoulders. And everybody's like, how in the hell did that happen?
Shit.
Sting rolls back, hits him with the Scorpion Death Drop.
Wow.
Triple H picks up the win. So the motivation here is because Sting and Triple H had their match, there's a respect here. Meanwhile, Undertaker and Sting have never actually fought each other, so they don't have a rapport.
Okay.
But Sting wants that glory. So we move forward. The plot carries through promos. You have a standalone match that kind of keeps them separated at, we'll say, Royal Rumble. But ultimately, you get to WrestleMania.
Okay.
I would even say, hell, put this match in Hell in a Cell. Something to keep them together. These 2 iconic characters finally coming head to head. We can't have them straying apart from each other. So you have Undertaker versus Sting in the Hell in a Cell. It's Undertaker's domain, right? Sting's never been in a Hell in a Cell match. Mm-hmm. But Sting gets him with the bat. The match is going okay, but Undertaker's about to win. But here's the thing. Triple H gives him the bat. So Triple H gives Sting the bat. Sting hits Undertaker with the bat. Sting picks up the win at WrestleMania. What do you guys think? Obviously, you can book out from there, but
I kind of like it. I'm
I liked everything.
up until Sting actually had to win, is that what it was?
Or is it because of the fact that Triple H gives him the bat?
No
That we still
joke.
have Hunter involved?
No joke. My favorite part is when you said the lights go out. When they come back on, Sting is on Undertaker's shoulders.
Because you're like, how the hell did that happen?
And why did that happen?
Why did that happen?
Because everyone's probably going to be looking at the ramp like, oh, it's nothing. Oh, that's not Triple H on his shoulders.
Oh.
And then he just rocks back into
Yes,
the death drop
yep,
and hits him.
you got it.
I buy it. I'd buy it.
I buy it, but then I would probably turn it off right before the pinfall.
Kind of like me with the women's main event. I mean, she tapped her. What are your thoughts? You guys got any thoughts on it?
I like it up until
Sting picks up the win with the
There
bat.
needs to be some kind of dark promo in there in between Rumble to Mania, or at least something happening within one of those pay-per-views where it's like you have to give Sting some ring time. Let him face like Kane, or
You could do that. You could have Sting versus Kane at Royal Rumble. That could be the match that keeps
then
keeps
it's
the two
like-
apart.
do the mind games. Just go with the mind games.
Ooh, you could do Triple H versus Undertaker at Royal Rumble, and you could do
Sting
versus
versus Kane.
Kane, and then that funnels them toward each other at
Yes.
WrestleMania.
But would you have shenanigans in each match? Like mind games, like lights go
I would
out.
have-
I think you kind of have to.
Okay, during Sting and Kane's match, like out of nowhere, like where Sting, let's just say he wants to put Kane away with the Scorpion Deathlock, like Kane's on the ground or on the ring on the floor, just like laying down, like tired. Sting's like, okay, you've taken me to hell and back. I'm ready to finish it. Lights go out. You hear the gong. You hear it a couple times. Lights come back up out of nowhere. Undertaker just chokeslams Sting. Kane wins. During Undertaker and Triple H's match, how the lights come back out. You hear the crow. Out of nowhere, Undertaker's already on the ground. But Triple H has the bat. And you know it's Sting's bat. But he doesn't know how it happened that the Undertaker was down. He's just there like, what do I do now?
I would even have a part where during the Triple H and Undertaker match, you have Sting in the rafters doing
Just
the old
watching.
school just stare down.
We've never seen that in WWE.
Yeah.
Not really.
Or you should have that where Undertaker cuts promos and Sting like out of nowhere, like he cuts off the Undertaker's mic. You just see just the one line on Sting just staring him down, and then just all of a sudden, you can even have the lights go out again. Lights come back on. Undertaker's in the middle of the ring. All around the ring side area, fake Stings.
That'd be fun.
And you can even have some already in the ring, just staring at him like, which one's the real one?
Yeah, what you could do with that, have Undertaker like, big boot punch every single one of them. He goes through all of them, and then Sting somehow, but because you got to give him time to get from the rafters all the way down and then to the ring. He gets down to the last one, and then Sting just comes up from behind or under the ring or something and just hits him with the Scorpion Death Drop or something.
Could be
I'm
fun.
sold.
Could be fun.
I'm sold on it.
I'm sold. Subject to change.
Okay? Why don't you pick one of mine so I can? Because okay, here we go. God damn it.
Do you know which one I just gave you?
The funny thing is, one of mine, I know how I want to book. The other one, I can't.
Okay, this is very plain and generic. Loser quits WWE.
Yep.
Book it.
That's yours. Same font. You'll understand when I throw this one.
No. If you want to make me happy, you will book that the way I want you to book that.
He could have given you more details to steer.
Oh,
this,
I know
and he's
what
not-
details he wants, and I'll just make this simple. But there's a build up to it though. And I'm gonna start right after WrestleMania 35, right after Money in the Bank as well.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
So we get our stupid Lacey Evans versus Becky Lynch match.
She's stupid already. Okay.
Becky 2 belts, not Becky 2 titles. Goes over. But out of nowhere, a Grand Ambassador comes back because she's annoyed and decides not only does she come back for Becky, she brings help. We're already past the Superstar Shakedown or Shake-Up,
The shakedown.
whatever the fuck it is.
Give me your money.
Whatever the fuck it is, whatever. You see Ronda come out. You see Shayna come out. Just Shayna for now. They beat on Ronda. Trying to work her over. All of a sudden, they hold the belts over her. Now we get Shayna wanting to, get to Becky first. Let Ronda still kind of have her time away. We'll book that match in June. Whatever June's event is. Between Shayna and Becky. Becky still gets over. Shayna's not okay with it. Shayna tries to injure Becky with the help of the other two on their team. I don't know who they are.
Jessamine and
yeah.
Marina Schaefer?
Marina. Yeah.
Jessamine and Marina. You see 3-on-1. You see Ronda just standing up at the ramp like, this was all my idea. And out of nowhere, you see a kendo stick blast Ronda right in the back. But it's not who you think it is. It's not Charlotte. It's Sasha Banks.
Ooh.
You see Sasha run out, beat on the other three. They kind of scatter. They don't get beaten up as bad. They go take care of Ronda. But you kind of see Sasha standing over Becky while she's down on the ring. Let's develop this rivalry.
Yes.
You can even bring up the whole thing, since social media is the most prominent thing nowadays, where Sasha's like, you tweeted me to fight you. So I'm here to fight you. You can book it at Extreme Rules since that's July. Now you get the three coming back again. Shayna, Jessamine, and Marina. They go interrupt Sasha and Becky's match. Ronda again, just watching. She's just taking her time. She's not even gonna, bat an eye to what's going on. You get Ronda coming out, smack Sasha and Becky, have her cut a promo the following night on Raw saying, you are the two reasons why I wanted to leave. You never pinned me. I pinned you. I fought your best friend, Bayley, and I beat her. And obviously, Charlotte's been nowhere to be found. Let's just say Charlotte's on vacation for a while.
Yeah.
With Andrade.
I like the idea of Ronda saying something like, you guys are the reasons I wanted to leave. Now you're the reasons I'm coming back.
Yeah. Like, she's angry about this. We're at SummerSlam. Ronda's still not involved. But you can get a 6-women tag match going. Let's just say Becky and Sasha make up. Hey, we'll settle our match one day along the line. But we need help to beat Shayna, Marina, and Jessamine. Bayley comes up. Like, I'll join you. We'll even have Bayley have some kind of controversy and feeling like, I don't know where you've been for a while. I wanted an opportunity and you haven't given me an opportunity at one of your belts. But I'll help you for now. So we're starting to get the little preview of the 4 versus 4, slowly getting in there. You put Team Ronda over at SummerSlam. Ronda comes out, stands over them. They all stand in unison. We're the 4 horsewomen.
Like Evolution.
Yeah. Put a couple matches in between from SummerSlam to Hell in a Cell. Still no sign of Charlotte. Up until Hell in a Cell. Put them in a 6-women tag inside the cage. In the Hell in a Cell cage.
Wow.
Ronda's just at ringside doing commentary. Her team again is getting the push. Out of nowhere, you hear that, woo! Charlotte gets in the cage, takes care of those 3, gets back out, drags Ronda in. You've been saying long enough that I'm here, that you're trying to come back to get your revenge, but you've done nothing. Well, I'm here. You want your revenge on one of them? Fine. You have to get revenge on all of us then. All 4 of us.
Yeah.
Sasha, Bayley, Banks, and
Oh,
Sasha, Bayley,
Charlotte,
and Becky. But Ronda puts the challenge. All right, I'll get my revenge at Survivor Series. We finally get what we've been wanting for this whole year, boys. The 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen of MMA. And it all boils down, once again, back to Ronda versus Charlotte. Even Becky gets eliminated.
Wow. Sorry, Dan.
Here's the twist. Charlotte causes Becky to get eliminated.
Because she wants the
Because
glory.
she wants
The revenge on her.
Yep.
This time, there is a legitimate pinfall between Charlotte and Ronda. Charlotte wins. But the stipulation was, if it comes down to them, loser has to quit. So you put up the legacy of the Flair name versus the 4 Horsewomen legacy or the MMA legacy that Ronda wanted to leave.
So then only Ronda has to leave? Is that what you're saying?
because it boils
Last
down to just
person
them
to
two.
get pinned or submitted must leave.
Obviously, you're not going to get rid of Shayna or the other two.
You would almost think that would maybe motivate somebody to just take a pinfall and be like, I'm out then.
Pin me.
Yeah, just get me out.
But you have all this build up. You have all this barking noise of who's the better of one or the other. And you get to settle the whole thing of MMA versus WWE.
Eh.
You finally get it in writing of who's better.
And then it builds that story of Becky and Charlotte again.
For the 30th time?
That'd be the third time, technically. But it all comes full circle because it all started with Charlotte and Ronda at Survivor Series 2018. It just took one whole year to get everything we wanted, boys.
And we got it.
So are you guys all in on that?
I'm double or nothing, if anything.
What do you think about Charlotte being the one that picks up the win and she causes Becky to get eliminated, but then Becky begrudgingly also interferes?
And causes Charlotte to lose?
No, causes Ronda to lose, but she's like, God damn it, we still got to get rid of this bitch.
I think I'd be okay with it.
Probably knock both of them out with the Bexler or something, and then just put Charlotte over Ronda.
Or you could maybe book the finish of the match. You could still end up having it be ultimately a clean finish. But you have Becky, she's upset. She's like, this fucking girl getting me eliminated. She's going up the ramp, and then the others come back down. Shayna and Marina and Jessamine. And they try to screw over Charlotte. They're like, well, shit. We just saw that happen. This is going to be easy pickings now. And Becky's like halfway up the ramp, and she goes, nope, not going down like this. And then she goes back and she fends off the other three, causes a distraction, which causes Charlotte to be able to pick up the win off of whatever the hell move she uses.
New natural selection?
Sure.
Or figure eight, or...
Well, he mentioned a clean pinfall since Ronda probably wouldn't want to do the submission.
Since she never wants to tap.
Want to take the loss.
But yeah, whoa, careful. But yeah, that's how I would book all that for the loser to quit WWE. And I chose her because it would make you happy.
I dig it. Can you dig it?
Sucka? Was that the one that you did?
No. No, that's his. Oh, this one.
Yeah, I want to put them out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pick one of Sean's. I say you pick it. And I'm hoping you pick the one I want him to really do. Please. Please let
Father,
that be
forgive me for I've sinned.
Is that the one?
No.
Oh, but it's going to be great the way this episode ends.
Okay, so Dean Ambrose is gone from WWE. In quotes.
This is mine.
Should I even see it?
No, I want you to be surprised.
Okay, so Dean Ambrose is gone. Okay, everybody kind of goes on with their life. So what I'm thinking is, the New Day, they're obviously not going to get rid of their pancakes and their twerking and their colorful shtick.
It's the New Day.
Yes, it is. So what I'm thinking is, New Day goes, we need a way to kind of give Kofi's title reign some prestige. You want to give it some comedy, some
merit.
satire, some good times. Daniel
Je ne
Bryan.
sais quoi.
Yeah, exactly. Daniel Bryan made everything too serious. Let's have some fun. The New Day gets a mascot. The Gobbledygooker.
What?
Gobbledygooker comes back. They replace him with what's that one guy who's dressed like the Monopoly guy, serves the pancakes. What's his name?
Oh, jeez, what do they call him?
That guy.
I don't remember his name, but yeah.
Whoever he is, he's gone. We fired him. Whatever. It's time to spice things up. Let's get the Gobbledygooker up in here. Gobbledygooker comes up. He's a cheerleader. He's a mascot. He helps the New Day. Gives them pancakes. All good times. As we go into Survivor Series, Kofi has a title match. He's facing someone from the SmackDown roster, whoever that might be. It could be an Andrade, it can be an Ali, it can be a whoever.
Andrade's on Raw now.
And Andrade and Ali is supposedly going back to 205.
Yeah, we're like halfway through the shakeup, so it's hard to say.
It's okay. This is fantasy booking.
This is fantasy.
Yeah, okay.
Kofi has his match. Cool. We're at Survivor Series. All of a sudden, okay, Kofi wins, and then Big E and Woods they're backstage because Kofi's like, I got to take this one, guys.
Like, I got this.
Yes. Gobbledygooker comes out. Kofi won. He won his title defense. Comes out, brings pancakes.
Celebrating.
All of a sudden, clears the pancakes, gets that tray, and just whacks Kofi. What the hell? What's going on? Gobbledygooker takes the mask off. Holy shit, it's Dean Ambrose.
What the fuck?
Dean Ambrose is back. And he goes, you thought I was gone? I went from Raw. I'm in SmackDown now. I'm taking your title. So Kofi and Dean Ambrose start feuding. You can have shenanigans or whatever, but eventually...
Like have Dean play the mind games?
Yeah, because let's be honest, that Bane character...
No, but when he's not in that character, when he plays mind games, when he's having fun with it,
Yeah.
he likes it.
Yeah. So you can play off of that, and then you eventually book your way into Royal Rumble. This is next year, Royal Rumble 2020. Dean Ambrose versus Kofi. I'm thinking let Kofi keep the title just because it's Kofi. We want to make it prestigious. We want to make it good. And then have Kofi ride along to his build to WrestleMania, and then you can face somebody there. But that's how you bring Dean Ambrose back.
As the gobbledygooker. Why this?
Because I thought it'd be funny.
Okay.
And I'm in. I don't even need to make real critiques to this plot because I think that's hilarious.
I'm sold on that. I follow that. I'm gonna shake things up. I'm gonna take the turn now. I'll let you
okay.
go, and then you can end it.
You're funny.
Let's see what my last topic is for this hell of a sell. What the flying hell? All right. Let's go a different direction after Money in the Bank with Lacey and Becky.
Okay.
She's faced Ruby. She's faced Lacey. She's faced Ronda and Charlotte. She's just decimated the women's roster on both Raw and SmackDown. Hell, she's even gone to NXT to put those belts on the line. We get to June. She's like, oh, I've already run out of opponents. I don't know who else to face. All of a sudden, you hear that $1 Billion Princess music hit. Out of nowhere. You think you're the greatest women's champion of all time.
Oh, Jesus.
You think Becky Two Belts was going to last this long. Not under my authority. So we get a buildup of an authority, like, storyline. You thought my father was someone annoying to deal with. Deal with me. Deal with the $1 Billion Princess, Stephanie McMahon. And this time she's serious about her training and her wrestling abilities. She gets trained by Hunter. Hunter's kind of like, I'm not really involving myself. I'm just going to train you. You can even have it where we can, in Extreme Rules, just to show that Stephanie's really up for the challenge, let's do a mixed tag match with Stephanie and Shane in one corner.
Ooh.
Versus Becky and your favorite, Sacco Rollins. Burn it down. Not only are we developing one story, I'm gonna sell something else in the process as well. So let the McMahons have the victory. In controversy, though, let's say, does Shane have like a premier finishing move that's not coast to coast?
The diving elbow.
Okay, let's say
or the triangle choke.
let's say he hits the diving elbow on Becky, drags Stephanie over because for some reason both her brother and her We're going to get lined up for a curb stomp.
Wow.
Shane moves out the way and hits Stephanie with the curb stomp.
Wow. Okay.
Out of nowhere, Shane, bow, chair to Seth, knocks him out, does the elbow to Becky, drags Stephanie over.
Wow.
Wakes up the ref, although these refs should be able to take a bump, but they act like they can't. McMahon's winning. You have Becky and Seth come out on Raw the following night, like, hey, we're not happy with how things went down. Seth can cut his promos against Shane. You want to say you're the best in the world? You're still going to go with that stupid line? Well, come face the Beast Slayer. Come face the Architect. Come face me at SummerSlam. Stephanie's prime. She feels, you know what? This was all on me. I did this. I'm the victor of all this. No one was going to win that match but me. I want those belts around your waist. Let's go get those belts at SummerSlam. Let's main event SummerSlam, you and me. So you got Stephanie versus Becky, main event at SummerSlam. I'll even add some controversy in this. We have a special guest referee. It's not Hunter. It's the old man himself. No chance in hell. He can't do the voice. I don't want to strain his voice any further.
No, you'll see why I did that.
I shot him a look as soon as you said something because of what I know my next one is, and I know it's his paper. So go ahead.
Okay. So, $1 billion Princess's daddy comes out in his dumb walk with his tight-ass referee shirt on. You know, they legitimately have a good match, but out of nowhere, Vince, being typical Vince, gets annoyed. Like, he's already over the match. Like, what's one of Becky's pinning finishing moves?
Exploder.
Exploder, right? She hits Stephanie with it. 1, 2, old ageism kicks in for Vince. She's annoyed. Becky starts beating on Vince. Out of nowhere, bam! Triple H comes out and hits the pedigree on Becky.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of violence.
I'm going to the Attitude Era with this one. Rolls her over, brings Stephanie over, grabs Vince's hand. 1, 2, 3. The Authority wins. Stephanie McMahon is the women's champion of both Raw
McMahon
and
Helmsley
SmackDown.
Era Part 2.
Yep.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, that's so funny.
I
A
would
lot of
say-
violence against Becky.
Yeah. I would say at least have Becky win the mixed tag, just because you don't want them to lose.
I was just trying to create the controversy.
Yeah. But yeah.
Would you buy into most of that, though?
With that type of violence, probably yes.
I'm trying to bring some
He,
flavor back to this
he loves
era.
it when a man kicks a woman's ass. You know what? Real quick, I'm just gonna piggyback off of what you suggested. How about instead of Vince McMahon, of Vince McMahon as the special referee in that match?
Oh, that match is happening.
That match is happening. I'm just gonna do a quick spin on yours. How about instead of that? And this is gonna be its own plot line that takes place. Instead of Vince McMahon, what if we go with Baron Corbin? The most hated man.
What?
The most hated man in all of WWE.
Who doesn't even need to be there.
Ruined Raw. Ruined it. Got buried by the McMahon family. But he's here. He's here for Stephanie. And we have Baron hit the end of days on Becky. Stephanie's kind of like, what? Well, fuck it. And she takes the pinfall anyway. So Steph walks out with the belt. But,
Stephanie 2 belts.
and so, as a reward for his good service,
no.
we go forward and we have Baron as special guest referee for everything. Just everything. He's the only referee on Raw. And he just we have a 2-month period where just nothing but heels. Heels win every goddamn match.
So you're
He
But I like
interferes.
certain heels. That's the problem.
And that's fine. But so some of those heels are winning. Some of those heels are winning because he's interfering. He's screwing over the faces, which ultimately gets to the point where we'll say, where did that match happen? Mania?
That's SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. So we move. We'll have another Royal Rumble match where Baron is slated to be we're going there, and it's Baron's going to be the special referee of the Universal Championship match too.
No.
And somebody shows up, and they're like, "Hey, no." It's Kurt Angle. They bring Kurt Angle back.
Ooh.
Kurt comes back, and he says, "Listen here, Baron. You put me on my back for the 3 count. You ended my career in a disgrace. Well, now I'm here to put an end to your debauchery." And so instead of Baron getting to be the special referee for the main event, Kurt and Baron face each other earlier in the night. Winner gets to be the special referee in the main event, and Kurt picks up the win.
Okay.
So then Kurt goes on. He's the special referee in the Universal title match, and we end the night on a good note with a face champion winning, and that's sort of the reprieve after 2 months of exclusively heel wins. SmackDown can do whatever they want. Baron Corbin is over here causing a ruckus on Raw, and everybody's like, "Fuck this guy!" And then Kurt shows back up. He says, "I got one more. I know I said I was retiring, but I got one more match," and he puts Baron out. That's all I had to work with.
That was for you.
Thank God I didn't get this. I don't know how I would have spun that.
So what do you guys think? 2 months of Baron Corbin as special referee.
Oh, God, 2 seconds is already long enough.
Did someone say
2 months?
I could buy it. I actually can buy it. It'd be such hell, but
you're saving Kurt Angle's retirement? So yeah,
you are actually. Thank you for that.
Debauchery.
All right, the Shant. I don't know what's on that paper, but it's time to find out.
Shut up.
I wrote this just for you.
Did you cater both of them to the Undertaker so that he?
No. I catered to something that he's gonna just have a grand old time. Look what I wrote. Look what I wrote in capital letters.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Okay. You laugh, but I got something.
I just
for you.
want to see how he does it.
No. I got something.
Oh,
for
you got this.
I got something
Shant
for you.
has an interesting idea. Let's see what he's got.
So, we're going to go with exactly how everything is right now. You're continuing with Lacey Evans versus Becky. Everything is going the way it's going. Lacey Evans versus Becky at Money in the Bank. You have some controversy. Becky wins. Lacey goes on to be this dominant force where she goes, "No, I want my rematch. I want to face you again." Lacey Evans wins the championship from Becky with controversy.
1 or 2 belts?
1 belt. Just the Raw.
Okay.
So you build Lacey as, Lacey won, but Becky, she might have been injured in the match. Kayfabe. This is completely kayfabe, nothing real. So Becky gets injured, which already is going to take the heat onto Lacey. Like, yeah, that's right, I injured your hero. I'm now your Raw Women's Champion. Lacey goes on to have all these small feuds with Dana Brooke, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan. She goes all over the place. She goes through the entire roster. Who can stop her? And I want to throw in there that almost in every other match, she injures or her opponent suffers an injury. So I want all this heat to go on Lacey Evans.
Is she doing it by using the women's right? Is it that she's punching people and knocking them the fuck out?
So you're kind of taking the Nia Jax of what happened and just turning
Except
it into...
picking somebody that we might actually end up caring about.
Yes.
Okay.
So time goes on. We're approaching Survivor Series. No one can stop Lacey Evans. Dirty tactics, women rights.
Survivor Series.
She just
You
keeps
took it
on
this
winning.
far.
I'm taking it this far.
Okay.
Who can stop Lacey Evans? Comes out Ronda Rousey. Ronda goes, "I know you guys don't like me. That's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. I didn't get my proper rematch. You won the title off of Becky, so I want a match with you at Survivor Series." Ronda goes on. They have a very decent match. Ronda wins the Raw Women's Championship. And once again, you're going to have everything play out. Money in the Bank, all the next pay-per-views, have it all play out. I plan to have Asuka win the Money in the Bank briefcase this year just because I feel like it's the least we can do because, what happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Ronda wins the championship. She gives everybody a fair chance. Come and get the championship. She even gives Lacey Evans a rematch. Go on. You want to have your rematch? Let's have a rematch.
Is she a face this whole time?
She is a face this whole time.
Okay.
Now, the year comes to an end, and we're on SmackDown. You can have Charlotte be the champion, sure. Out of nowhere, Nia Jax returns.
Oh.
She's drafted to SmackDown. She returns. She doesn't return as get into the back of the line and screaming in the no. This is she doesn't talk. She's dominant. Nia
She's a brute
Jax.
force.
She's going through everyone. Irresistible force. Repackage. You don't make her talk. She has dumped Tamina. She's going on a rampage.
Let's just say she like all she does is she does say something like, "I'm not here to talk. I'm here to fight." Let's go.
That's it. Just book her
Okay.
as that.
All right.
Nia Jax wins. She wins the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm dominant. Nobody can face me. I've taken out all your heroes. Come out Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey comes to SmackDown and goes, you and I never got our proper match because Alexa Bliss cashed in. I'm Raw Women's Champion. I'm willing to defend both titles at Mania, but I want to stab at your championship at Mania. So Ronda goes into WrestleMania, defends the Raw Women's Championship against whoever that might be, whatever opponent. She wins. Later on in the night and goes, okay, Nia, come on out. I'm ready for you. Nia comes out. They have a good 5-star match. Rousey becomes both Raw and SmackDown champion as a face. But before the night is over, guess who cashes in their briefcase?
Asuka.
The Empress of Tomorrow cashes in her briefcase and wins.
Finally gets her justice.
But the thing is, you're adding something,
I booked it.
but you're
Are we turning Asuka heel? Or is Asuka just
Ooh.
catching in?
Heel.
Heel Asuka.
I think I like a heel turn on Asuka. Are you buying into this? Are you doubling in or nothing?
I'm down. I'm down with this one.
I didn't think he could do it.
I kind of wanted, when you were talking about the Vince one, I kind of wanted to not even have there be a gap. I just wanted to like
bridge it?
swoop and be like, yeah, I like that idea, but hear me out, and then I go into this one.
Thank God
but there was a little pause. But either way, I thought it was funny.
But there it is. That's one hell of a sell.
Get it?
Well, thanks for hanging out with us and experiencing this other beta test of a game. I think this one went pretty smoothly.
Yes.
So I think this one's going to stick around.
For the record, you will never hear me again book Ronda as a champion of any kind.
Well, I wouldn't say that so surely. We'll see next
What?
time.
I said you'll see Shirley.
You better not.
Oh, I thought he was going to keep saying what. Never mind.
Anyway, there you go, guys. We did another edition of are we sticking with game night or
Game day.
Game day. There's another edition of Game Day. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you all